one such event, an Irish music concert with Andy Young. Irish musician Andy Young entertains more than 100 Mount Prospect Public Library patrons with the somewhat unusual sounds of the hammered dulcimer during this special Tuesday evening event.
It's one of the oldest instruments that you'll find. It really goes back to pretty ancient times. Its roots are probably in India or Persia, but it's now, almost every culture has a version of it. A lot of people play Irish tunes on it, but it's definitely not like an indigenous instrument to Ireland.
Irish, they can tell jokes without even saying a joke. I'm part Irish, so I can say that.
Young employs a bit of Irish humor as he seamlessly segues between the hammered dulcimer, the tin whistle, and the wooden flute.
I've been playing music all my life. I grew up playing drums, actually. I've been playing the hammered dulcimer since I've been about 20, so it's about 20-some years ago. A lot of people say it sounds like a harp. And the harp is very Irish. There's a little Celtic harp that a lot of people play. You play with two hammers, two like mallets. And those two voices are similar to the up and down of a bow. So actually fiddle tunes of any kind, whether Irish or American or whatever, fiddle tunes sound really nice on it. And that's one of the connections with Irish music.
This Irish music concert, sponsored by the Mount Prospect Public Library Foundation, features a colorful selection of traditional Irish tunes.
We're going to be doing an hour-long program largely focused on Irish traditional music. We're also going to play some gypsy swing. I've been doing a lot of that on the hammered dulcimer lately, and so we're going to kind of mix those two genres together. In terms of the Irish stuff, I'll be playing the hammered dulcimer. I'll also be playing the wooden flute, which is an Irish flute. And the tin whistle, which is very characteristic of Irish music. We'll mostly be Irish, and we'll also be kind of focusing on some different regional styles, like County Clare, Ireland versus some other areas, and kind of comparing those.
Young and guitar accompanist Al Tauber have been working together for nearly a decade.
The great thing about Irish traditional music is there's this repertoire of tunes. It's almost like a language. Except if one tune isn't a whole story, one tune is like a word. So if you want to be able to speak the language, you've got to learn a couple hundred tunes. And if you know a couple hundred tunes, then you can sit down with a stranger and have some common language. That's pretty cool.
Young's theories about his profession and the music he performs give credence to the larger picture, revering a culture and tradition that has endured for centuries.
The music is bigger than the musician. I'm playing tunes that are much older than me and will live longer than me. And they've traveled the world farther than I ever will. The musician is just a small link in the chain. My goal is to kind of bring that forward, but also to interpret it on this unique instrument that you don't often hear the music interpreted on.